Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive on a device that, you've probably seen it everywhere online. It's called the GameBox One Console.
Oh, yeah, marketing is relentless.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the claims are so tempting. The website, Viral Shop, says you get over 15,000 retro games, a crisp HD display, and a really long battery life.
And don't forget the 1-year warranty and the 20,000 plus happy customers.
Exactly. It sounds like the perfect nostalgia trip in a box.
Well, that's what we're here to figure out for you. Our mission is to, dig into those claims and see if the GameBox One is the real deal or if it's just a case of marketing completely blowing the reality out of proportion.
Okay, let's start with the biggest claim then.
Yeah.
15,000 games. To be fair, even if half of those are just filler, that's still thousands of games. It sounds like a great deal.
It does, but that number itself is actually the first major red flag.
How so?
That specific number, around 15,000, is kind of a trope. You see it on almost every single generic, low-cost, handheld emulator that floods these dropshipping sites.
So it's a warning sign.
It's a huge warning sign. It almost always means the library is just bloated with, tons of duplicates, fan-made hacks, or really poor quality versions of games.
Right, so it's all quantity and absolutely no quality control.
None. And there's more. The promotional photos they use, the gameplay screenshots, the device itself, they look suspiciously similar to marketing materials for a dozen other generic consoles you can find online.
So it's a white label product.
Yep.
They didn't make this at all. They're just rebranding a generic device.
Precisely. Viral Shop probably just picked it out of a catalog, slapped their logo on it, and that's it. No custom development, no quality checks.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's talk about Viral Shop itself. They claim to have 20,000 happy customers.
Yeah, but we looked. We couldn't find a single verified review anywhere outside of their own website, which of course they control completely.
And the site itself is pretty thin on details.
It's more than thin, it's a ghost. There's no detailed About Us page, and more importantly, not a single physical address to be found.
So that 1-year warranty is basically meaningless.
Completely. If the thing breaks in a month, who do you even contact? Where do you send it? You have no recourse because the company, for all practical purposes, doesn't have a real-world location.
And this is where it gets, I think, even more concerning. The ads clearly show characters from Nintendo and other big gaming companies.
Yes, and with zero mention of any official branding or partnerships.
Which implies,
It all but confirms that the games included are unlicensed ROMs, pirated copies. That's the clearest sign you're dealing with an unofficial, low-quality product.
And that's not just a legal issue, right? That actually affects the person playing it.
It absolutely does.
So.
Since the games are pirated, they haven't been optimized for this cheap hardware. So you're going to get terrible emulation, laggy controls, and all sorts of bugs. You get the library, but not the experience.
So to wrap this all up, the GameBox One is a real device that will probably show up at your door if you order it.
It's a real physical object, yes.
But it's almost certainly the same cheap emulator handheld that's sold under 100 different names, just with a massive marketing budget and a big price markup.
That's the entire playbook. The claims are inflated, and the quality will never live up to the hype.
So what's the final takeaway for someone listening?
I think it leaves you with a really important question to consider. When you see these heavily marketed electronics that rely on unverified superlatives, phrases like crisp HD display or long battery life, how can you possibly assess that before you buy, especially if the company selling it is actively hiding its own identity and using illegal content to get your attention?